Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. So, today we are going to have a bit of fun creating a couple of fields. I have, zoom right out, I could have done this beforehand. I have subsoiled both of these fields. I've got this one here to do. And I've got my canola growing and my rye growing over there. So yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm going to wash my equipment. It's dirty and I need it. So, how's everyone been? This week's been pretty good to me so far. Or, yeah, this week, definitely. I mean, we're nearly on to next week, as of this recording it's a Sunday, but still. So, once I've finished cleaning this tractor, which I think I have now, I've got my wheels set up again. So, for now, what I'm going to do, unplug that. Oh, there you go. I double tapped. I have a nasty habit of doing that. I'm getting a few lag spikes here and there because when I come on earlier I had an Nvidia update and sometimes it's a bit finicky, so I've got this all plugged up. Let's go over here. So as I was saying, it's been a good week. So I'm 36 years old and I've done some driving lessons when I was 17. Just trying to work out how much land I have here. I don't want to go too far. But yeah, so I'm going to go around a post. That's not working, so why? There you go. Yeah, so I haven't done any driving lessons since I was 17 back in England in a manual. And now that I've moved to Australia, because originally I've only had a bike license in England, because you don't need to have a car license before having a bike license over there. I've had my bike license since 2014, but I never got around to officially getting my driver's license. I've done a few lessons back when I was 17 in the manual, and now that I'm over here, I just felt like it was time to get my test done, go from there. So after not having any driving lessons for 20 years, or thereabouts, it was quite good to only have to do 3 driving lessons to pass my test, and now I've got a manual license, so I can actually drive a car. So that was some very exciting news this week, which of course makes my partner happy because she doesn't have to drive around with me on airplanes. It also makes me very happy because I don't have to drive around on airplanes. So yeah, it's a nice little surprise that I was able to. I need 4-wheel drive. Change that. Which one is it? There you go. Yeah, so it was a nice surprise only to take in 3 driving lessons to get perfect results and not have any minors or anything in my driving test. So I quite enjoyed that. So my partner doesn't have to drive me around anymore. I just go to work in the car and enjoy himself. So yeah, that was some good news this week. So why am I currently doing these fields? Because I've been going on about it for a while, and it'd be a nice change to do something over here. It's land that's not being used. I could have used it for cutting the grass and selling it as bales, but I want to use it for smaller things, like smaller projects. Like I could do root crops in these. It shouldn't take too long at 3 meters to harvest sections like this. Yeah, that's why I'm doing it. I'm going to do this one, this side of the hedge, and then one the other side of the hedge. I might not do it all in one episode. It's a start. I think I'd quite like one of these subsoilers in real life. Just to try out. I don't think you'd be doing 7 miles per hour. especially where I live on the side of a mountain. You'll be catching all the rocks. So this isn't taking long at all. Actually, how wide is this implement? 4 meters. So even with a 3 meter like harvester for like potatoes or root crops, it's still actually quite good. And I'm not creating a perfectly square field. I mean, I could do, but I don't want to necessarily. It'd be easier to work in, going backwards and forwards, but to be fair, how many square fields do you see in real life? Unless they're like horse paddocks where they've actually been fenced and properly made. Because even most cow pastures around this area are odd shapes. So we'll just spin around. So probably 3 more passes and this one's done. And then I'll work out what I want to plant in here. I'm not going to plant anything just yet. Ooh. There you go. So I'm back using the steering wheel again. Sometimes I find it easy with or without. Sometimes I'm just like, I don't want to use it today. But projects like this make it more fun. I've got to get soil samples yet of this area. Just so I can work out what we need in terms of lime, fertilizer, etc. Let's raise that up. Right, now let's go on the outside view. So, how far up this way can I go? To there. So let's drop it down here. Now I could go all the way out to the edge of the area and get maximum potential out of the field. And I might slightly expand them, especially towards the road. But for now, I think this is a good idea. I can even cut the trees down directly in front of me right now and make it one big field. But as for two little fields, you can plant potatoes in here quite comfortably, I find. Just putting the lights on because the shadows can be a bit overpowering. Ooh. It's all down again. So if I keep my wheels about there, I'm overlapping a bit, I know that. I'd rather overlap and get the full coverage in anything I do really. I like to do that. So even cutting grass with a slasher in real life, or topper, depending on where you are in the world. But a lot of ways like a bit of overhang system. Make sure you get everything. Some people say I'm a bit anal about stuff like that. But if it's worth doing, it's worth doing properly, I suppose. Clip the edge a bit. This tractor's actually pulling this really easily. I don't think you'd be doing turns like this in real life. You'd be keeping it all straight and keep it going as long as possible in straight lines. You wouldn't be turning with an implement on it like this, because you just shear off the bolts. So now that we've got an increase of acreage as in fields, our potential profit margins will go up, hopefully. I mean, we're in the 1st of November now. We've only really got one more month to go until we start selling our produce anyway. Because the majority of it is in January. And this sort of time of year, I suppose, is just field preparation for when you start putting in the seeds for your next crop. Just back that up a bit. For fields like this as well, I might consider using one of the tiny ploughs down the line. There you go. Oh, I'm a bit off track. There you go. Keep going. Stop there, lift, reverse, swing it around. Try not to crash into the trees. You can see how sensitive my steering is. Yeah, I thought I might have to do a little rerun over that. So whilst I'm in this field right now, I'm going to widen this corner down here. Just enough. Try and get a nice edge on the side of the field. Like that. From there. There. That's a nice sized field. Yeah, that's a good sized field as well. So pull that up here. I'm going to need to think about getting fuel for my tractors at this rate. Actually, what I will do is, while I've got this one attached, because I've done these two fields here with this implement on the Massey Ferguson. So I'm going to drive across here, process this lime into the ground, like that. Always start from the first waypoint. Go from there. So it's going to take an hour and 22 minutes, so I'm just going to leave him to it. He's probably going to run out of fuel as well. So, field info. I don't even think I can get it. Okay, so we've got silty clay. Okay. Okay. So I've got 50 kilograms of nitrogen in here, but that's probably because I ploughed the grass in. So does it tell you how big those fields are yet? No. So what size we got here? We got half an acre here. So these are probably going to be just a bit less than that. I was half tempted to go straight across here and just line them up. But we've got two good fields here that we can use to plant crops. Let's go to my stock checklist. So in January, the corn and the wheat go. Even the silage can go. The straw is fine because I've got these here. And now I'll go into the pig pen here when I get pigs. Eventually. But as for now, my calendar, all I can plant right now is wheat, grass, and that is it. But I don't want to plant them, so I've done the hard part of starting to prepare the fields for March when most of the crops start going into the ground. In terms of crops next, I'm still struggling on what I want to do. I could probably do peas. Have I done peas yet? Let's have a look. Yeah, I've done peas. So I've got rye going in now, which will be ready in June. The red beet, the carrots, the parsnips, the sugar beet and the potatoes are on hold at the moment because you need different machinery. But we've also got the option of doing sunflowers. I could do them. So yeah, I could do them, and then the best time to sell is in March. So I could also do cotton, couldn't I? When's cotton ready? April to seed. I don't actually know if I've got to have would a planter do it? Yeah, a planter would do it, but I'd have to invest in a cotton harvester. And from what I can tell, they're not cheap. So a cotton harvester is 485,000. And I would prefer this one. They're both 6 meters anyway. So that could be a potential for this area as first crop. Or I could go down the option of where is it? Potatoes. I've got a tractor already, so I ain't got to worry about that. It's just things like the planter, and the implement, the harvesting part of it. Because you'd also need the topper as well. So that holds 2,600, that holds 8,000. You'd probably use this and it'll still won't be enough for the 2 little fields. And you only get a 1.5 meter working width with those. This has a 3 meter working width. So that could be an option, the beet technology. That's just wages. Sugarcane, that's another potential. Vegetable technology. So that just makes ridges. that creates ridges as well. And that's a planter, but it only holds 16 litres, which is a bit low. So yeah, we're stuck at the moment, because even if I wanted to go down the vegetable route, this is a 3 metre working width, but it also costs 3/4 of a mil, because by the time you put the manual discharge on it, which is actually surprisingly nothing, GPS on it, you're looking at 652,000, and it will cut, and you'd only need one machine plus a harvester. So yeah, that's where I'm at. I'm going to leave the episode there, guys. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe, and goodbye for now.